everybody, thank you for being here. Please, if you end up enjoying the video, drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I would really appreciate that. I hope everyone is doing well right now during these crazy times with the coronavirus going on in full effect. So I figured it would be a perfect time to try to support some local businesses by doing episode 2 of the best food in Raleigh, North Carolina. Again, I am new here, so cut me some slack. I know some local folks were pretty upset in episode 1 when I went to somewhere that was, I guess, more of a chain, but I love it. Bar Taco, it's one of my favorite restaurants of all time. Needless to say, we're gonna try to do a little bit better, and we're gonna start with one of my favorite restaurants and favorite food groups since I moved here, which is a chicken biscuit. We really didn't have that anywhere that I've lived in Ohio or Austin, Texas, at least not to the extent that they do here in Raleigh. So the place that we picked up some food is called Rhys Biscuits and Donuts. It was founded in 2012 in Durham, which I consider Raleigh and Durham kind of equivalents, you know, but there are locations now in Raleigh as well. So if you guys ever make it over to the city, you gotta try Rhys for sure. First and foremost, the number one thing that you must get at Rhys Biscuits and Donuts is the chicken honey biscuit. They have perfected this. I would say it's probably my favorite one that I have ever had. There's some good ones in the city. Even Bojangles, a fast food joint, is amazing. But this is as close to perfect as you are going to get, in my opinion. I think what's different about this is they use a very high quality chicken, and then the buttermilk biscuit is also made fresh. So usually you'll get one or the other, but Rhys just kind of combines it all together. Another amazing place is Beasley's Chicken and Waffles, which unfortunately is closed right now. I did go there in a previous video and got their chicken and waffles. Insane. I've heard their biscuit sandwiches are awesome. I will try those out for you guys at some point, but this is something I look forward to every single time. Hence why you've seen it on this channel so often. In my opinion, the best kind of biscuits are the ones that look like they're about to fall apart, but still stay together for the sandwich. I mean, just take a look at this heavenly biscuit sandwich. All right, I'm gonna stop raving about it and just go to town. As phenomenal as the biscuits are, this is where my critique comes in, is with the donuts. They're okay, they're nothing special at all, but for like $1.50 per, I feel like they're not really worth it, but I had to get them, of course, just to share with all of you. Now I have been to a few Raleigh places. Duck Donuts it's all right. I would say that's probably one of the more famous ones here. But as far as any others I've had that have just been really outstanding, you guys will have to leave me some suggestions in the comments down below. But this is just their traditional glaze. It's hard to mess up a glazed donut, you guys know that. But it's just nothing that's like melting in your mouth. It's definitely not as good as even a Krispy Kreme. So then I got marketed kind of with a cinnamon roll. If you guys watched that video I put out last week, I did eat a cinnamon roll and a Rhys biscuit sandwich for completely unrelated video topics there, but here we go. You know, just not overly impressed. Oh, hey, Mr. Alfie, would you like some cinnamon roll? I don't think you're allowed to have that, buddy. My 4-month-old Wheaten Terrier will eat just about anything, so don't take his reviews into consideration at all. But I am going to give the biscuits a 9.27 out of 10, and these donuts probably like a 4.672784 out of 10. What do you think about that? All right, guys, so Raleigh has a few decent coffee shops, and I'm gonna try not to compare this whole video to Austin, but definitely does not compare to the Austin coffee shops. It's the last time I'm gonna say that city's name, I hope. But here in the Travis household, what we have is some PE Science that you can add to your Nespresso. If you guys don't know, you can use Travis to save 15% on any PE Science product on the market. The cafe is one of my favorites. It has 20 grams of protein, 100 milligrams of caffeine, and you'll never have to use coffee creamer ever again. It just tastes delicious. All you gotta do is mix it in there like that. It just makes me super happy. So I'm gonna have this and try to get in some kind of workout. I've been doing a lot of different stuff. Sundays I am going to try to do a little bit of legs, which not a big fan of that. I might actually do some running. We'll see. All right, guys, we got a nice little run, a little over 10,000 steps. Got some air squats, we got in some box jumps, and a few other things outside. Still doing 100 pull-ups and 100 push-ups every single day. If you guys watch my Wednesday videos, so hopefully you were following along, but let's get back to the food. All right, my friends, we are off to our next destination, and this one is called Shaba Sushi. It always reminds me of like Scooby-Dooby-Doo when I hear it out loud, but I've never been. Megan says good things about it. I'm gonna pick up some sushi. It is a Japanese and Thai restaurant, so I'm pretty excited for it. The best sushi I think I've had here is kind of odd because it's burgushi. It's a burger fused with sushi, so that is kind of an interesting version of sushi. I wanted to try something a little bit more traditional. And like I said, cameraman always has good suggestions, so we'll go grab that, and then we're gonna go get her a smoothie at a place called Fresh Juice or something like that. Juice what? What?
Keys.
Keys? Juice keys? I got the keys.
Long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Woo! We from the South, baby! I was low-key trolling Meg about this smoothie, but that looks amazing. Tropical Bliss from, what is this place? Juice Keys? All right, we'll give you a review on that, don't you worry. It's not very sweet, but it's very refreshing, especially when it's 80 degrees outside. All right, let's give you guys the taste test of Shaba Sushi. So what I got here was just the traditional California roll, spicy tuna. Nothing crazy. Like I said, I just wanted to try some traditional sushi. I'm gonna pretend like I actually know how to use chopsticks. So I believe this is the spicy tuna right here. It's okay. It's not the best spicy tuna I've ever had, but I believe, I don't know where I was going with that, Greg. Let's just give the California roll a try. Okay, now the California roll, that tastes super fresh, a lot of flavor. This is probably the best California roll that I've had here in Raleigh so far. Even though I love cowfish, the burgushi, I didn't really like their other sushi, so these guys nail it. I have an interesting way of eating the wasabi. Rather than eating it with the sushi, I just like to take it like this. I can actually use these chopsticks. You guys can tell how uncultured I am here. So I just like to take this, so you do like that. Why? Clears up your head. It's amazing. And then by the time you go to take a bite of sushi, it's already like the taste is already in your mouth. What do you think? Is that how you eat sushi? Meg doesn't eat sushi. I think I would die if I ate that whole thing.
Ew.
Ooh, that's hot.
Oh my gosh.
Woo. And for dessert, we got a food that I had never had before until we went to that food truck rodeo in downtown Raleigh. We went to the truck, it was Chirpa. All right. Guys, I'm not good with names as is, so Shaba, Shabu, Chirpa, it's really throwing me off here. But those dumplings were incredible. I have no idea what this is. It just looks slimy and wow. Dumplings, huh? Where have these been my whole life? If this can be better than Chirpa, I'd be very, very impressed. Although, I think I need to get my chopsticks back. So here are the steamed dumplings. And if you're like me and you just never tried them for whatever reason, I'm telling you, you will love them. Guys, dumplings, they are the real deal. Is it better than Chirpa? It's been so long, it's hard to really make that call. I don't think so, but don't get me wrong, these are fantastic. So little Alf makes sure we get some extra steps in before dinner here. And shout out to the North Hills security who stopped spring break from going on over there. The kids are freaking idiots, man. Freaking idiots. What do you think about that? Dummies. We're supposed to be social distancing. They're over playing beer pong and doing whatever these young kids do these days. But either way, little Alfie's gonna have a nice little walk, and then we're gonna get to some dinner. Cameraman's over here trolling about all these pull-ups, but 100 every single day, no matter what, guys. And while I'm knocking these out, I only have 2 more sets. I'm doing 10 at a time, but we have some amazing food being delivered. It's called alpaca chicken, and it is like crack. That's actually its nickname, crack chicken, because this stuff is so addicting. You're gonna wanna keep eating and eating and eating. It's Peruvian chicken and it is incredible. All right guys, so here is the alpaca chicken and I am telling you, this is just absolutely heavenly. We got a pound of chicken there, which is going to be great by itself. But this is what really sets it over the edge. And I'm not a big sauce guy and I wasn't even sold on trying it at all, but we had it for a work function and it just blew my mind. And get this, it's mayonnaise based. I hate mayonnaise, but I'm telling you, whatever they have done to this sauce will just change your life. That is the crack in the chicken right there. So then we got some fries, nothing too crazy over there. We got some corn, and all of this was pretty reasonable. It's like 30 bucks. Feed a family of probably 4 if you're normal. Feed a family of 1 if you're me. But either way, we're gonna dig in. Moment of truth right here. You're gonna take your chicken. You're gonna get the crack sauce. You're gonna do a little dip, just like this guy right there. That's a little too much. I don't wanna get too carried away with it. Rub a little some on there. So that is, to me, the perfect amount. It's incredible. It's incredible, man. The chicken is fresh. I mean, everything about this meal. And it's, you know, relatively healthy if you just ate the chicken. If you put that sauce on there, not so much, but you can get whatever sides you want. They got green beans, they have a lot to choose from. And I believe this is very similar to Fabe's in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you guys are familiar with the area, another restaurant I highly recommend. I think it's even the same family that owns them, but either one you will not be disappointed with. So I need to know from the Peruvian chicken connoisseurs, are you a yellow sauce or a green sauce person? I feel like there's an extreme divide. Personally, I'm a yellow. The green is okay, but this one is the GOAT. And as you guys can see, we absolutely hated it. 1 piece left. Megan's gonna have that for lunch tomorrow. But all in all, just an amazing, amazing meal. Oh, look who is coming out to play. Oh, Mr. Alfie, Mr. Alfie. I don't think you can have that, buddy. Hey, Mr. Ketchup. You look like you got punched in the mouth, bud. Alfie, you are a bad boy. Bad boy. Is this normal? Does anyone else's dog do this? The barking part, I'm sure they do, but this is what happens. He doesn't think he can get down, although he can. Okay, Alfie. I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. Come here. Flying kangaroo. How do you record a clip just pretending that this is normal back here? And give me a few seconds. He'll start barking. We do this process a lot in this household. And then cameraman will go get him off the table. And then we'll get back to business as normal. So those are 3 more spots in Raleigh that I highly recommend. And I hope if you ever visit that you do actually go check them out. They were all delicious. If you have recommendations, leave them down below so I can make episode 3. I always appreciate your input, but given the way the world is right now, I would highly encourage you guys, if you're gonna go out to eat, try to go to a local spot. I know a lot of them are really struggling right now, so it's the least that we can do. I've never been good about it, so I'm making much more conscious effort to do so. So those are gonna be the spots. You know, we're gonna get into a little bit of dessert as well. And I bet you if you've seen some of my videos before, you already know what's about to go down. As you guys know, my favorite dessert in the entire world, Fat and Weird cookies. They release every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can use Travis to save 10%. That is always linked down below, but you have to be careful because they sell out within like 10 to 15 minutes. So you have to be on there at 9 p.m. I post all of this to my Instagram every Sunday if you guys want to follow along there. These cookies are incredible, but they have a rotating menu. So what I typically do is if I find a flavor I really like, I'll stock up and then I'll freeze them. Like the MJ's granola pie, this one has not been available for a while, but I love it. So I had a few in the freezer, thankfully. And then this other one is the Black Beauty. This is on the menu almost every single week. And let me show you why. This thing is just special. So you take this, oh my goodness. I mean, if you like an Oreo, you can't even criticize this cookie and compare it to an Oreo. I mean, there's nothing you can really compare it to. It's almost perfect. If you're a chocolate lover, this will be your new best friend. And then just for contrast, you have something that's a little bit different than chocolatey. It's more of like, it's almost like a pie inside of a cookie, but look, this thing, it just falls apart. Even after being frozen for a few weeks, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Use Travis, save 10%. You will definitely thank me. Your quarantine will become much better. All right, my friends, that's gonna be it. I really wish I was able to take you inside of the restaurants. I feel like that adds a lot to the experience, but unfortunately, everything is still kind of shut down right now. And I think it will be probably for at least next month, I would think, but we will see. I hope everyone out there is being extremely safe. I hope that you're doing well. And that's going to be the end of it. So yeah, I think I've rambled on long enough. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to y'all next time.